Alright, so I want to go a little bit over some of the concepts of turning. I'm going to be mainly doing counter steering today, or push steering when I'm on the road. But there is, of course, two ways to turn, where you kind of turn the handlebars in the direction you're going, or if you're pushing the handlebars in the direction you're going. Kind of depends on your bike, what speed that kind of happens, but for the most part, if you're doing stuff outside of slow speed maneuvers, like slow speed maneuvers being like left turns, right turns from a stop, or U-turns, for those you'd be using your handlebars. But for once you're already moving on the road, you're going to be push steering or counter steering. One thing with handlebar steering that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to counterweight. And I've noticed people kind of confuse the two. Counterweight, counterbalance is different than counter steering. It's actually the opposite. So if you're counterweighting, if you're turning your handlebars to the left, you're stepping and putting all your weight on the left side and looking where you want to go. So you always want to look in the direction you're going. Slow speeds, high speeds, all of it, you always want your head and eyes to point towards the direction that you're going. So I'll go a little bit here. I'll try to slow down enough so that I'm using the handlebars to make this left turn up here. So if I'm making this left turn here, I'm leaning on the right, turning the handlebars left, and looking where I want to go. Okay? So that's what you kind of want to do with handlebar steering. You always want to counterweight. And if you're putting your weight on the right side and looking where you want to go, your handlebars are going to kind of naturally turn where you want them to go. It's one of the weird fears I have I'm still working on as a new rider, is turning my handlebars comfortably. There's something weird about turning handlebars that, especially at full lock, it feels kind of unnatural. Not like on a bicycle, where it feels pretty natural to move your handlebars where you're going. It is a little bit weird, so I'll do the same left turn here from a stop. I'm stopped here, turning my handlebars to the left, leaning right, and then there. So a little bit clunky there, kind of slipped the clutch a little bit. So now we're going to be doing a little bit of push steering. So you see this turns to the right, so I'm going to just push the handlebar to the right and go. Okay? We'll do it again on this curve here, going to the left. So going to the left, push the handlebar to the left. All I'm doing. You can see clearly when I'm going downhill, when I get let off this accelerator a bit, I'll show you what I mean. So, you always want to be thinking about that, especially in emergency situations. Because in emergency situations, your instinct is to turn your handlebars towards the way you want to go. Like, say a car was coming here, and my instinct was to turn my handlebar to the right. Let me show you what will happen here. If I physically try to turn my handlebars to the right, this happens. I go left. You will go into exactly where you don't want to go. So make it kind of natural that if you want to go right, you push right. If you want to go left, you push left. Okay? And I already know I made a video about leaning. Your bike is going to lean in the direction that you go. And it's up to you, up to your comfort level of what you're doing with your body when you lean and the situations you're in. If you lean with the bike, you'll be doing less leaning to get the bike to move. Like, for example, here, pushing left, leaning the bike left, keeping my body straight. You can see the bike kind of fall under me when I push left and go left. So that's one way to think about it is, like, let me get a lot of space here. If I push right, the bike is going right and leaning right. The more I keep my body towards the middle, the more I have to lean the bike. If I keep my body completely to the other side, I have to lean it a lot to get it to even move a little bit that way, because my body is counteracting the other way. Pretty simple concepts, kind of physics. If you lean with the bike, your body weight will also lean the bike too. So turning the handlebars, leaning my body right, there, to get that turn. So yeah, kind of feels, in the car, it won't do much. The car weighs so much more than you do. But your body to weight ratio on a motorcycle is much heavier. Your body in proportion to the motorcycle compared to a car. So again, pushing my handlebars to the right, to lean the bike to the right. But on a bicycle, it's even greater. Your body really determines everything. You weigh, most people weigh much more than the bike does. So again, here, and the more you lean the bike, the less you have to lean your body. Or you can do the other way around. I'll do that on my next turn. I'll lean with this turn on this next one coming up. So here to the left, I'll lean with the bike. The bike is not leaning nearly as much, but I'm still making the turn. Okay, so like I said, your body in proportion to a motorcycle is pretty heavy, especially compared to a car, but a lot lighter compared to a bicycle. So the physics of your body to weight ratio determines a lot of how you steer. And motorcycles and bicycles both steer based on stabilizing the bike. So again, this curve, I'm actually going to do the opposite. I'm going to pull on the right handlebar to achieve what I want to achieve. So that tells you exactly why it's called counter steering. Because when you push your handlebars to the right, you're technically pushing the handlebars left, to go left. You're just pushing on the right handlebar. So it's the opposite. If you pull on the right handlebar, I'll go left. If I pull on the left handlebar, I'll go right. And it's just because of the way you're displacing the bike based on what you're doing. So again, on this curve coming up here, it's going to the right. So I'm actually just going to pull. I'm going to pull on the left handlebar to kind of come up this curve a little bit. So I'm pulling on the left handlebar to get the bike to go under me, like that. Okay? And again here, all I'm going to be doing is pulling on the left handlebar to get the bike to go more left here. Okay? Again, I'll curve to the right, I'll pull on the handlebar to the left. That's not naturally what I do, but it's making an example right here. I won't even use my left hand to make this left turn. Just pull the handlebars to the right. It's kind of wet here. There, pull the handlebars to the right. Pulling on the right makes you go left. Pulling on the left makes you go right. All right? And I'll be making this turn at slow speed, so I'll be turning the handlebars a bit. I'll try as little possible as so leading the bike a bit and then turning the handlebars with my body on this opposite side. So again, while I have some of this road and it's clear up there, I'll show you again. I'm on the left side of the road, which I shouldn't be. To get back over there, I'm gonna go this way, pulling on the left handlebar to go right. So again, this one I won't even use my left hand to go left. Once I see the road going left a little bit, I'll pull my handlebar on the right and I'll go left. Push on the right, you go right. Pull, go left. Push, go right. So that really sums up the concepts of counter steering or push steering. Ooh, it's a mess over here. Looks like it flooded a bit. But for the most part, on natural riding, you're just gonna do what comes naturally, which is push right and push left. Push right to go right, push left to go left. Okay, and if you think about it like that, you'll always be doing the right thing, especially in emergency situations. Do not try to turn your handlebars in the direction that you want to go. You will mess up. So say I was coming too far here and I tried to turn my handlebars to the left to get away from it. I'm going to go more towards it. I'm going to end up going more towards that instead of away from it, which is what I want to do. So if you try to turn your handlebars to the way you want to go, like if I got scared of that truck and I tried turning away from it, I would end up turning right into it, just like that. If I was trying to get away again from someone coming up this left side, like you just saw earlier, again, if I try to turn into it, I end up turning completely away from it. So you actually, in that situation, maybe think of turning into it. But in the same situation, if I decide to try to turn my handlebars away from this left side, look what happens. I go more into it. you end up going more into it. So you want to really think about those things. Right turn from a stop. Of course, you'll want to turn your handlebars to the right. Keep your body weight to the left and go. Okay? So that is the basics of steering. If you're steering to the left, you're pushing left. You're not turning your handlebars left. So for me as a new rider, I think I picked up on that pretty quick. You get pretty used to it. I only rode for about 6 weeks before my MSF course, and the concept came to me pretty fast. This guy's crazy. Wow, look at that. That guy didn't even look. He came from up there and just came up. Just barreled out of here. So again, I'm turning to the right here. I will just push my handlebars to the right to take this curve. I can even keep my body right in the middle or even to the left of the bike, and I have to lean the bike a little bit more. Right? So here I can either push left, which I should do, but I want to demonstrate again. I can pull right. I can pull right and make the bike lean left. This one I'm going to pull left, make the bike lean right. Right? So my bike is leaned over to the right with me pulling left. And then this one again, pulling to the right to lean my bike to the left. And my bike is leaned over to the left. I'm not sure how the angle looks on that, but my bike is leaned over there. But naturally what I do, push right, and again, and kind of keeping my body in the middle, the bike goes down more. If I decide I wanted to lean my body to the right, look, the bike's almost straight up. I can lean my body to the right, and the bike's almost straight up, and I still hold this curve. So it kind of depends where you want your body to be, but my visibility went down doing that, right? And I made a video about that already, but just wanted to reiterate. So one last time, push left, and go left. See, I'm getting too close to that middle line. I'll just stop pushing left a little bit and straighten the bike out. I can keep pushing, make the bike come back up, down. It's very easy to control the lean of the bike. Okay? Then if you push right and stay all the way left, I can almost have the bike lean and keeping the bike straight. So the bike is leaned to the right, but I'm able to go in a straight line. I can do the same thing to the left. Risky with these cars over there, but I'm going straight still with the bike leaned over to the left. That's exactly the effect your body has on the bike. So I'm actually heading over here to a parking lot to do a little bit of practicing. I hope this was helpful for y'all. So making that turn kind of fast, sorry, one last thing. Making that turn kind of fast, I actually just leaned into it. I'll do the same thing here. I'm just leaning my bike to the right while I make this turn, instead of turning my handlebars. Alright, so hopefully this explanation was helpful to y'all, or it was kind of eye-opening for y'all, like it has been for me since I've been practicing turning and curving and all those things. But yeah, let me know if this is what y'all want to see. And it's funny, a tricycle just walked by. Stuff like that, concepts. If you think I said something blatantly wrong, let me know. We can discuss it, and we can go over these topics a little bit more. So I'm glad to see more viewers and subscribers on the channel. I hope I can continue to grow, and that we get to do continuous things like this. And again, I call myself Harley Davidson Therapy, because riding is like therapy for me. And even riding through a kind of industrial complex like this to the parking lot that I'm going to, still beautiful. And these are the kind of things I get to do regularly now that I ride a bike. So I'll keep on posting scenery videos of me riding in a lot of my videos. You see, I'll have a cutout in the middle of a lot of my videos of just scenery riding. So again, thank you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and have a blessed day.